Hello students, how are you? Hope all are in good health. Okay, I'm sure all are busy with last minute revision. Yes, it is must. But I'm here with you to give best wishes. But those wishes are in the form of revision session. Okay, so last minute revision of important organic naming reactions. I know students, you all have done a thorough preparation of naming reactions, even with mechanisms. Still, if you have not done and you are lacking behind somewhere, so this video, it would be quite useful for you. If you will revise this video in a proper manner, आपके 20 से 25 marks आराम से स्कोर हो सकते हैं क्योंकि all the mechanisms, all the reactions I have covered in this one shot but in a little short way. So at least maximum naming reactions we can cover in this video. So let's rock together. Ready everyone? So let's proceed with our first reaction. Students, firstly we will talk about aldol condensation. जैसे कि आप इसके नाम से ही पता कर सकते हो कि इसके अंदर एल्डिहाइड और अल्कोहल दोनों के दोनों ग्रुप्स प्रेजेंट है इसके प्रोडक्ट में। अब ये फॉर्म कैसे होता है, इसमें आप जो सबस्ट्रेट लोगे उसके अंदर अल्फा हाइड्रोजन की presence it is must. So you can check it here. Here in this given example, two molecules of aldehydes, or you can take ketones also, but having alpha. Here it should be alpha hydrogen and they condense together in the presence of base. But that base, it should be diluted, it is must. So what it will give? It give you a beta hydroxyaldehyde or beta hydroxy ketone respectively, which are correct just collectively known as aldol. तो इस रिएक्शन में क्या होता है, ब्रीफली लेट्स सी इट्स मैकेनिज्म. सी फर्स्ट हम इसको कहेंगे कि ये भाई एसिड बेस्ड रिएक्शन जैसे है. इसमें जो आपका यहाँ पे डाइल्यूट NaOH है वहाँ से हाइड्रोक्सी आयन है वो फंक्शन करता है एज अ बेस, ठीक है. और वो किसको रिमूव करेगा, जो आपका अल्फा हाइड्रोजन विच इज एसिडिक उसको वो क्या करेगा, इट विल जस्ट remove to just give a formation of reactive enolate. अब क्या होगा, ये जो इनोलेट है ये खुद को किसकी तरह ट्रीट करेगा, इट ट्रीट्स इटसेल्फ एज अ न्यूक्लियोफाइल. और ये किसके ऊपर अटैक करेगा, उसको क्या चाहिए अब, इलेक्ट्रोफाइल. सो इट अटैक्स टू द एल्डिहाइड एट द इलेक्ट्रोफिलिक, जो दूसरा कार्बोनिल है उसके पास है, तो उसके ऊपर जाकर ये अटैक करेगा एंड it gives you a formation of nucleophilic addition type of process. और उससे आपको क्या मिलेगा, इंटरमीडिएट जो आपका अल्कोक्साइड होगा, ठीक है. और अब थर्ड स्टेप में इट्स ऑल्सो लाइक एसिड एंड बेस रिएक्शन. वहाँ पर जो आपका ये अल्कोक्साइड फॉर्म हो गया है वो क्या करेगा, ड्रीप आई मीन टू से दैट डी प्रोटोनेट्स करेगा टू व्हाट, टू अ वाटर मॉलिक्यूल. वाटर मॉलिक्यूल H2O करोगे तो वहां से H हो जाएगा आपके पास. सो क्रिएटिंग अ हाइड्रोक्साइड आयन, वेयर हाइड्रोक्साइड and what is that, that is a beta hydroxy aldehyde or you can say a aldol product. Is it clear? यहाँ पर आपका डीप्रोटोनेशन से यहाँ पर आपका OH ग्रुप है वो अटैच हो जाएगा, बट कौन से पोजीशन पे, बीटा पोजीशन पे. होप इट वुड बी क्लियर टू यू. नाउ लेट्स चेक इट आउट, क्रॉस्ड aldol condensation. Student, it is a variant of aldol condensation. इसके अंदर दो डिसिमिलर आप कार्बोनिल कंपाउंड्स लेते हो, ईच कंटेनिंग अल्फा हाइड्रोजन. उनके पास अल्फा हाइड्रोजन, ये कंडीशन तो सेटिस्फाई होनी चाहिए. अगेन इट अंडरगो द कंडेंसेशन रिएक्शन टुगेदर. बट इस रिएक्शन में आपके पास 4 डिफरेंट प्रोडक्ट्स में भी फॉर्म. एंड वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग, here you are supposed to take a strong base. In the presence of strong base only, two different molecule of aldehydes or ketones combine to form what? Combine to form a beta hydroxyaldehyde, or that is your beta hydroxy ketone. Here the beta hydroxy ketone, it has been formed, and this reaction is called as aldol condensation. Students, in Cannizzaro reaction, what is happening? See, it is a self-oxidation reduction reaction in which एल्डिहाइड के पास क्या नहीं होना चाहिए? अल्फा हाइड्रोजन. आपने देखा एल्डोल कंडेंसेशन में जो भी आप सबस्ट्रेट ले रहे हो उसके पास अल्फा हाइड्रोजन होना चाहिए, जबकि कैनिज़रो रिएक्शन ऐसा है जो कहता है भाई मुझे अल्फा हाइड्रोजन की ज़रूरत नहीं है, और वो खुद ही सेल्फ अपना ऑक्सीडेशन रिडक्शन करता है. कैसे करता है? एंड दैट इज नोन एज योर डिसप्रपोर्शनेशन रिएक्शन. एक जो मॉलिक्यूल है वो क्या फॉर्म कर देगा? इट विल गिव्स यू अ फॉर्मेशन ऑफ अल्कोहल, और दूसरा क्या दे देगा? इट विल गिव्स यू अ that molecule of your carboxylic acid salt. Okay, so you can check it out here. In the presence of 50% aqueous, or you can say that ethanolic solution of alkali, जिसके अंदर एक मॉलिक्यूल वो क्या हो रहा है? रिड्यूस्ड हो रहा है. किसमें रिड्यूस्ड हो रहा है भाई? अल्कोहल में. एल्डिहाइड का क्या हो रहा है? यहाँ पर रिडक्शन हो रहा है, और दूसरा जो मॉलिक्यूल है उसका क्या हो रहा है? ऑक्सीडेशन, और वो क्या फॉर्म कर रहा है? सॉल्ट ऑफ करस्पॉन्डिंग एसिड. ओके, होप इट वुड बी क्लियर. सिर्फ प्रैक्टिस की ज़रूरत है. आप जितना प्रैक्टिस करोगे आपको उतना अच्छे से रिएक्शंस हैं वो लर्न हो जाएंगे बेटा. So students, now let's see ITART reaction. So this reaction, you will get a very important compound from it, that is benzaldehyde as a product, and it is very important organic compound which you used it in food industry in place of almonds due to its almonds like flavor. Okay, now what is happening in this ITART reaction? Students, you can check it here also. Here aromatic hydrocarbons, and where what is present here? Methyl group. It is present here, and on treatment with your oxidizing agent, which should be mild, not too strong. Here you are using chromyl chloride, and you are converting it into aldehyde group. So this is important, that is your reagent which you are using, that it should be mild, it should not be very strong. So students, keep this concept in your mind, that always for your ITART reaction the requirement of mild oxidizing agent is must. So you can say that this reaction, it involves a direct oxidation of an aromatic, or you can say that any heterocycle bound methyl group, वो होना चाहिए to what? To an aldehyde. इसका मतलब हम क्या कर रहे हैं? मिथाइल ग्रुप जो अटैच्ड है आपके एरोमेटिक हाइड्रोकार्बन के ऊपर, उसको आप डायरेक्टली क्या कर रहे हो? उसका ऑक्सीडेशन करवा रहे हो विथ very mild oxidizing agent into what? Into your aldehyde group. Hope this reaction, it would be clear, and it is very important, so prepare it properly. Students, now let's check out Sandmeyer's reaction. ये मेरा personal favorite reaction है. You know why? Because in 12th standard you can solve many conversions with the help of the Sandmeyer's reaction. Okay, now so what's happening in this reaction? Let's see. So it's an organic reaction which is used to convert an aryl diazonium salt. ये आपको पता है कि N2 plus and Cl minus जो ये which is act as a functional group. आपको इससे क्या मिलता है? You will get an aryl halide by using copper salts as your reagents or catalyst. आप इसका use that chloro bromo group, even your OH group and that is CN group, ये सब आप इस reaction की help से you can obtain it. And one more thing, it's an example of radical nucleophilic aromatic substitution. अब इसका मतलब क्या होता है कि ये जो रिएक्शन है ये फ्री रेडिकल मैकेनिज्म से होता है. इट मीन्स दैट इट रिजल्ट्स इन द सब्स्टिट्यूशन of one or more किस चीज का atom or group which are present on your substrate by other different groups or atom. But the initiation step in a radical chain reaction is the step in which a free radical is first produced. Okay, now let's take out in another slide the different examples of Samuel reaction. Now students, here you can check out an example of Samuel's reaction. आप यहाँ slide में देख सकते हैं aniline, which is your primary amine. You are treating it with hydrochloric acid and Na2. But temperature, it should be very low. It is must. And what you are getting a diazonium salt. अब ये जो आपका diazonium salt यहाँ पर it is formed as an intermediate, उसको आप different reagents के साथ, catalyst के साथ react करवा कर you can get your different products. Suppose you are just reacting it with your CuX, okay, with your copper halide. Your X can be chloro and bromo, anyone. So what you are getting a halobenzene. In the same manner, with your just potassium iodide, if you are treating it with, so what you are getting iodobenzene. If you are treating it with your, that is your copper cyanide group, so you are getting here benzonitride. अगर आप aqueous H2SO4 के साथ you are treating your this intermediate diazonium salt, तो आपको मिल जाता है यहाँ से phenol. जो एक चीज आई वांट टू शेयर विद यू स्टूडेंट्स यहाँ पर, वो मैं ये बताना चाहती हूँ आपको कि ये जो ट्रीटमेंट हम कर रहे हैं प्राइमरी अमाइन का विद योर आफ्टर रिएक्टिंग HX and Na2 you are getting your nitrous acid. Okay, so what such salts of alkyne amines, मतलब ये जो है ये आपका बहुत ही अनस्टेबल है. दिस योर इंटरमीडिएट, इट इज वेरी अनस्टेबल. अब क्या होगा, इट जस्ट इमीडिएटली डिकम्पोज्ड. ये डिकम्पोजिशन इसका हो जाएगा विद द इवैल्यूएशन ऑफ नाइट्रोजन. ओके, बट उसके लिए आपको क्या करना है, सो यू आर सपोज टू मेंटेन अ वेरी लो टेम्परेचर. उसी लो टेम्परेचर के ऊपर ये स्टेबल रहेगा. Otherwise it eliminate N2 at a room temperature. So keep this thing in your mind. And already I have told it is very important reaction. So prepare it in a very proper manner for your exam. And one more thing, in your Samuel reactions and your Getterman reaction, क्या difference है? Main difference it is there. Samuel reaction, it refers to the synthesis of aryl halides from what? From aryl diazonium salt in the presence of copper salt as a catalyst. जबकि जो Getterman reaction है वो formylation करता है of aromatic compounds in the presence of Lewis acid. This is a major difference. We will study later on in our upcoming slides also about it. Now, see students, we will talk about Getterman reaction. We can say that it is a chemical reaction in which aromatic compounds are that formylated by a mixture of what? Mixture of your hydrogen cyanide plus your HCl. Okay, you can say that hydrogen chloride in the presence of, it is must, in the presence of your Lewis acid catalyst such as AlCl3. And it is named for, you can say, the German chemist, that is a Ludwig Getterman. इट इज सिमिलर टू योर फ्रिडल-क्राफ्ट रिएक्शन। इसका मतलब हम इस रिएक्शन में फॉर्माइलेशन करवाते हैं किसका, आपके एनी एरोमेटिक कंपाउंड का, बट you have a combination of HCl plus your HCl, but more to that you should use a catalyst which is your, you can say that Lewis acid catalyst, it is must, ये आपको याद रखना है। और ये सिमिलर आपका फ्रिडल-क्राफ्ट रिएक्शन है, उससे थोड़ा सा इसकी सिमिलैरिटी यू कैन चेक इट आउट। Now students, check out Getterman-Koch reaction. It is a variant of your Getterman reaction. What is the key difference in between these two reactions is that in your Getterman reaction you had used HCl. Okay, now here you will use carbon monoxide with hydrochloric acid. It is a very main difference in between these two reactions. Here also you can use the benzene or its derivative, but यही एक important difference है कि यहाँ पर आप carbon monoxide use कर रहे हो instead of your HCl. Here also same, you are taking your this aluminium chloride, or you can say that it would be your anhydrous aluminium chloride, or that is a cuprous chloride, and here also it gives you a benzaldehyde, or here as you can check it out here, it is a substituted benzaldehyde. So this reaction is known as Getterman-Koch reaction. Again and again I'm telling you students, these reactions are very important. They can ask you in any form in your exam. So prepare it because it's your last moment revision. If you just like this video, please subscribe it and share with others, because last moment revision, it is very important, it is must. So go with it. Again, I just like to say that keep on working so that you can achieve your goals. Now check out Woods reaction. ये reaction है बहुत useful reaction है in the field of organic chemistry and organometallic chemistry for the formation of alkane students. इस reaction में आप दो different alkyl halides को coupled करते हैं to get a longer alkane chain. But what you are using here, you are taking a help of sodium and dry ether solution. See, it's a general formula for your Woods reaction. 2Rx plus 2Na, it gives you Rr plus 2NX. It means that from this equation, you can observe that here two R groups are joined, yielding an alkane. आपको बड़ी alkane chain मिल रही है along with your NaX, और X यहाँ पर क्या है, आपका हैलोजन है। स्टूडेंट, इस वीडियो में मैंने ऑलमोस्ट आपके सारे इंपॉर्टेंट रिएक्शंस हैं उनका रिवीजन कराने की कोशिश की है ताकि आपकी लास्ट मोमेंट रिवीजन है वो परफेक्ट हो सके। स्टूडेंट्स, नाउ चेक आउट फिटिग रिएक्शन। इससे पहले आपने वुड्स रिएक्शन देखा, अब फिटिग, इसके बाद वाला है वुड्स फिटिग रिएक्शन। इन तीनों में एक चीज कॉमन है, आप यहाँ पर सोडियम एंड ड्राई ईथर यूज कर रहे हैं। वुड्स रिएक्शन में आपने अल्काइल हैलाइड लिया, अब यहाँ पर व्हाट यू आर टेकिंग टू एराइल हैलाइड्स एंड यू आर डूइंग अ कपलिंग ऑफ दोस टू एराइल हैलाइड्स इन द प्रेजेंस ऑफ सोडियम एंड dry ether, or you can take a tetrahydrofuran also, which you just to furnish to by just aryls. Okay, and the yield it would be improved by using the ultrasound, especially you can just do in two-phase reaction, students. So you can say that a modification of reaction, it is a which involves an later थर्ड वन जो हम पढ़ेंगे वो आपका फिटिग और वुड्स, उन दोनों को मॉडिफाई करके बनेगा जिसे आप कहोगे वुड्स फिटिग रिएक्शन। सो लेट्स चेक आउट दैट आल्सो। So now you just check out Woods Fittig reaction. अभी मैंने आपसे इस बारे में बात की कि Woods reaction, Fittig, and this one it would be a combination of your Woods and Fittig. मतलब जैसे आपने Woods के अंदर you are used alkyl halide, Fittig में aryl. अब इसमें आप इन दोनों को यूज करके यू विल गेट अ सब्स्टिट्यूटेड प्रोडक्ट. What it is, see, it is a chemical reaction of what, of aryl halides with what, with your alkyl halides, and in the presence of your sodium metal and in triether. And what it will give you, it will give you a substituted aromatic compound. So students, you can relate in this manner and you can prepare your reactions. Student, this Friedel-Crafts alkylation reaction, it is a method of generating alkyl benzene by using alkyl halides as a reactant. And here you are using, that is your Lewis acid catalyst, such as here like AlCl3, or you can use FeCl3 also, in order to form a carbocation by your facilitating the removal of your halide. So in the same manner, we are going to just have a view of Friedel-Crafts acylation reaction. Students, now let's talk about Friedel-Crafts acylation reaction. So it's an electrophilic aromatic substitution reaction that introduces an acyl group just on your aromatic ring. And the electrophile is an acyl cation that is often coupled to your Lewis acid catalyst, such as here we can say that aluminum chloride. And in order for the reaction to take place, aromatic ring system, it must be very electron rich, and so that this cannot contain any, that is your electron withdrawing form. So it is one special characteristic of your Friedel-Crafts acylation reaction, and it is a requirement also. Now check out Finkelstein reaction. So it's an SN2 reaction in which one halogen atom, that is leaving group, okay, it is replaced by another halogen atom which would be your nucleophile. So it is very simple reaction. Only you are supposed to keep in your mind that one halogen, that is your atom leaving group, it would be replaced by your nucleophile. Now students, check out Cabral thalamide reaction. So in this reaction, this thalamide, it is treated with your ethanolite potassium. Okay, potassium hydroxide. And the product obtained is then we are heating it with what? We are heating it with alkyl halide, and which is followed by your alkaline hydrolysis. Okay, and so producing your final product. And in this reaction, it is used for transforming what, transforming your primary alkyl halide into your primary amines. Okay, and tertiary and your secondary amines are not formed by this synthesis, so only your pure primary amines are formed. So this is the reason this reaction is preferred for the formation of your primary amine. And student, this thalamide, it is treated with your this potassium KOH. It is initiating as an acid base reaction, and this your imide, later on it is deprotonated by your hydroxide ion, and this forms a potassium salt of thalamide. You can check it out. Here we are elaborating its mechanism. So here it is forming a salt of your potassium salt of your thalamide, and which is a nucleophilic in nature. And later on, what is happening? Imide ion that is treated with your alkyl halide, and here your electrophilic carbon of your alkyl halide, it is attacked by the nucleophile, that is your imide. Okay, and the halogen atom of your alkyl it is removed, or you can say replaced by what? Replaced by your nitrogen atom, which bonds with the carbon itself, and this results in formation of an alkyl thalamide, and later on with the hydrolysis it would convert into your phthalic acids and your ethyl amine. So it is your method or synthesis which are using to get your primary amine. And one more very important thing, only you can get aliphatic primary amines, not aromatic, because your aryl halides, they do not undergo the nucleophilic substitution reaction with the anion formed by phthalimide. Now check out Wolff-Kishner reduction. So students, here the reduction of aldehydes or ketones to what? To your alkanes takes place. Here the condensation of your carbonyl compounds with hydrazine. It forms your hydrazone, and treatment again with your base. It induces the reduction of your carbon coupled, or you can say with oxidation of the hydrazine and your to gaseous nitrogen. And what would be your product? Here you will get a corresponding alkane. So it is very good reaction. So these reactions are quite important. They, in your competitive exam, they can ask you in one or the other form. So please revise it, and if you like this video, share it also. It will motivate me to give you more useful content. Now let's check out Kolbe's reaction. So students, it is a carboxylation chemical reaction that proceeds by heating sodium phenoxide, see here, with carbon dioxide under pressure. Initially you are taking phenol and then you are treating it with NaOH in the presence of CO2 under pressure. So you are getting here your, so that is your phenoxide ion. Okay, and later on the final product which you will get as a product of your Kolbe's reaction, that is your salicylic acid, or you can say that it would be your ortho-hydroxy benzoic acid. And here what you are doing, you are just treating your sodium phenoxide ion with your later on sulfuric acid. So student, this reaction, it is very important. Practice it. You will just learn it and get a command of other reactions also. Now let's check out Swartz reaction. So this reaction generally used to get, alkyl fluorides. Okay, alkyl fluorides from what? From your alkyl chlorides, or you can take bromides also. And this is done by heating of your this alkyl chloride, bromide in the presence of fluoride of some heavy metal. Like here you have taken silver fluoride, or you can take mercurous fluoride, that also. So it is only, you can say, a exchange of halogen over here. So it is also a very easy going reaction. Only you need, again I'm repeating, only you need a practice. Students, now let's check out Raymond-Timan reaction. So it's an organic chemical reaction where phenol, it is converted into your ortho-hydroxybenzaldehyde using chloroform, base, and here an acid workup. This reaction we can just, it can be described as a chemical reaction which is specially used for orthoformylation of phenols. So what is happening here? Chloroform, it is deprotonated by a strongly basic or aqueous hydroxide solution, giving you a chloroform carbanion. And this chloroform carbanion, readily it undergoes your alpha elimination, giving your dichlorocarbene as a product. As you know, this dichlorocarbene, it is a principal reactive species. And now the aqueous hydroxide also, it deprotonates the phenol reactant, yielding your this negatively charged, that would be your phenoxide ion. And this negative charge, it is now, delocalized into your benzene ring, causing it to form more nucleophilic. Now what will happen? This results in a nucleophilic attack on this your dichlorocarbene, forming an intermediate. This is your dichloromethyl substituted phenol. At this intermediate, it is subjected to now your basic hydrolysis to finally achieve a formation of your desired ortho-hydroxybenzaldehyde. This is known as your salicylic aldehyde also. Now let's see Rosenmund reduction. Okay, so it is a reaction where your acid chloride are converted into aldehyde. Okay, by using or by employing hydrogen gas over palladium, and it is poisoned by barium sulfate. So it's a, we can say that it's a reduction of your acid chloride into aldehyde by just employing H2 gas over palladium and by using BaSO4. So it's a very simple reaction, but practice, as much you practice the reactions, it would be easier for you to remember it. Now check your Stefan's reduction reaction. So what is happening here? Here your alkyl nitrides on reduction with stannous chloride SnCl2 and hydrochloric acid in the presence of dry ether. It gives you a corresponding imine hydrochlorides, which on again your acid hydrolysis, it gives you a corresponding aldehydes. Okay, again I'm repeating, alkyl nitriles on reduction with stannous chloride and hydrochloric acids in dry ether gives you a corresponding amine hydrochlorides, which on again your acid hydrolysis, it's giving you a corresponding aldehyde. So this reaction is known as Stefan's reduction reactions. These are very simple reactions, but yeah, you are using these reactions in conversions also. And already I know that you had studied the mechanism of these reactions also, because it is your last moment revision. So we are revising all the reactions together to make your practice more perfect. Now check out Hal-Bollard-Zelensky reaction. इसको आप HBZ reaction के नाम से भी जानते हैं. So what is happening here? We can say that it is the reaction in which alpha carbon of carboxylic acid. See, this is your carboxylic acid, and here it would be your alpha carbon. And what it is doing, what you are doing here, you are doing a halogenation over at this position. So we can say that in this reaction, carboxylic acid having alpha carbon is when halogenated in the presence of phosphorus, red phosphorus, which gives an alpha halocarboxylic acid. You can check it out here. Phenyl, in the example of phenyl acetic acid, where it is your alpha carbon, here it would be here. So here you have done a halogenation. So what would be your product? That is your 2-bromo-2-phenyl acetic acid. See, to remove this hydrogen of your acid, it would be easier, but to remove a hydrogen from your alpha position, so little bit it is challenging. So for that they are using your red phosphorus, and to make it aqueous water it is used, and in the presence of your excess amount of your halogen. See here, you can check it out with an example of propionic acid also. See here also you can just see. So it would be what it would be, or see the product at here again at your alpha position, you are getting a 2-bromo-propionic acid. Again later on, that is alanine also can be formed. That would be the further product of this, but it is not. We are going to study here about this only, but this is for your information. If you are using later on with the amount of your ammonia, what you are getting a alanine as a product. And now let's see Williamson ether synthesis. The name of this reaction was coined after, Alexandra William, that is your Williamson, developed it in 1850. And this reaction, it is for your ether synthesis. In this reaction, it uses a deprotonated alcohol and an organohalide to form an ether. Okay, so students, this Williamson ether synthesis usually takes place as an Ascent reaction for your primary alkyl halide, okay, with an alkoxide ion, okay. So the structure of ether was proved due to the chemical reaction. It follows your SN2 pathway. It is required, okay. And ether produced in this way, it have a more carbon atoms than either of the starting material, and thus you can say are more complex structures. Okay, so it is only just now you are supposed to revise the reactions, go through the reactant materials. See here, as you can make it out, methanol plus your sodium, or you can say potassium. It gives you that your sodium methoxide, and you're again treating with the alkyl halide, and here you are getting your sodium potassium halide, and main product it would be your ether. Mechanisms already you have done in detail, so I'm not giving you a revision of mechanisms of each and every reaction because it is a quick session for revision. Now check out Hoffman-Bromamide reaction. So it is a degradation, means step down reaction. So what is happening here in this reaction? Amide, it reacts with bromide and aqueous solution of sodium hydroxide, which produces primary amines. So this is a degradation reaction. As a primary amine in the product, it has one carbon lesser than your then your primary amide in the reactant. जो आपने reactant लिया है उसकी comparatively in your product आपका एक carbon है, that would be less. So it's a easy going reactions, yes, but you have to keep in your mind that it is a step down reaction. जहाँ पर आपको carbon number आपके amine में कम चाहिए तो you can use this reaction, but in the presence of that is your bromine and aqueous solution of sodium hydroxide. Students, now check out Grignard reaction. The Grignard reaction, it refers to the addition of your Grignard reagent, okay, to an carbonyl group of your aldehyde or ketone, and that would yields your secondary, or you can say a tertiary alcohol. So again it would be your addition of your Grignard reagents to a carbonyl group of your aldehydes or ketone. It would be your C intermediate, and that would it yields your secondary, or you can say tertiary alcohols. However, the addition of this Grignard reagent to formaldehyde, it leads to the formation of your primary alcohol. Now let's see Bals-Kimon reaction. So what is happening here in this chemical reaction? Your primary aromatic amine, it is transformed to your aryl fluorides by a diazonium, that is your tetrafluoroburate intermediate. Okay, so this reaction, it is a traditional route to fluorobenzene and some related derivatives also. So students, I have tried to cover almost all the very important naming reaction in this session. Hope this video it would be quite useful to you, and again I want to say that please revise again and again, then things will become quite easier for you. And if this session it is really useful to you, please like it, share it, and try to share with many more students so that it would helpful to make your last moment revision best. So take care students, all the very best for your exams. Bye.